Hello, hello, hello. How are you all today? What's going on? It is Dr. Stevie Mills, and this is the Conversation with Stevie. This is the place where we uncover the why behind what people do. I am beyond excited because I get to help people just like you use their knowledge and expertise to make money online. And I do that because I want you to be able to live the life you love, however you want to do it. And I believe that a click-and-order business is able to help you do that so that you could be wherever you want to be, whether it's really lounging at the lake or moving at the mountains. You could be wherever you want to be working your business. So I am elated, y'all, to have this conversation today because I've been able to not only really connect with this young lady like in business. Also, she is a friend. She's amazing, and I'm so excited that she is here today. So without any further ado, we're going to welcome the operator. Hello, how are you?
I am great this morning. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Thank you so much for asking. I believe that the best introduction that one can give is of themselves. So I want you to please introduce yourself to everybody.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Stevie, for the opportunity to be in front of your audience. I am the operator known for connecting small business owners to the resources that they need, and that is through resources and relationships. Hopefully that then drives in revenue, allowing them to relax just a little bit. I am the voice for those that don't have one until they have the wisdom to know that they do. A woman's voice, or hashtag a woman's voice, is really the motto behind that. Asking the questions for those that have the questions and are afraid to ask, don't feel like they're entitled to ask the questions, or that I need to find out the answers so that we can close the gap between the needs and the abilities. And that is me, the operator.
Love, love, love it. Love everything about that. I really, really do, because I think it's so dope that you've really created a moniker, for one, that everybody understands, for two, that you really have built your business on being in the midst of other people's businesses. And I love that because it allows you to be the plug. Like, you are the plug. So how did you get into the business that you had? Where was your background? How did you just become the small business broker, this resource, this amazing vessel here on the earth?
I have been this broker since I was little. Actually, I was the one that brokered the concepts on the playground. Like, when we go outside, what are we doing? These many people want to do this, but do we have the equipment for that? It's raining outside. We were going to play kickball, so now we have to stay inside. What are we going to do? And, so it was that when I was small. And then working through my teen years is really when I acquired the name or moniker, the operator. And that was because I was one of the first people at my school to actually have a computer at home. And so I had a computer. I was on AOL. If y'all remember that dial-up sound, even if you're too young to know it personally, you've heard it before. And so I was the one that they'd say, where is this place? Or we want to see such and such a movie, and although all the times and things weren't listed because it didn't have that much information, you could at least tell what theater things were playing in for the larger theaters. So I became that broker of resources then. The next phase of it was then relationships. My background is in behavioral and social sciences, and so it was always about understanding why people do what they do. And so then you had to get to know them. You had to establish the relationships, and then I've been in jobs or careers that have put me front-facing almost my entire life, between retail and restaurant. That has been the bulk of my time in career, in corporate world. And so I just brought that over in 2018. I started realizing I was answering people's questions about what kind of software, where are the people, who do you know that? And so it just became natural to incorporate in my business and then to make it my business to do it the best that I could to provide the services, the resources, and the relationships so that people can grow their revenue and then relax.
Love it. And this is the relax for me, yes. And that is the thing. Yes, grow your revenue and relax, because those two things for me really are significant. And I love that you honestly also have really been a very great proponent of using all the gifts, skills, talents, and abilities, what I call your it factor, to really grow the business that you have. And so as we look at this process of helping people to really look at the best of them, because not only do you look at the best of you, but you look at the best of other people, how do you really pinpoint the best in folks? How do you're somebody who I've seen go behind many people and be able to have just these beautiful words to describe folks as their best. So you are somebody who is definitely an uplifter. How has that been? Have you always been the uplifter? I know you were the little girl on the playground brokering whether we on the swings or the seesaw, but have you always had this uplifting place, or did you have to grow into it?
I have had a sense of it since I was little. So the same thing. I was able to provide the compliments for someone like, I love your bike. So, and they'd say, yeah, that's why I want to ride bikes today. And I'd say, okay, well, that's great. But so-and-so's bike is not going to be available until tomorrow. Like, they can't get to it. It's whatever, locked up. We had storage lockers and things, and their dad said that they can't. But we'd love to, do something else with your bike today. Well, let's look at the lights, or putting this on it, all the tickers and different things. And so you just pay it forward in compliments, but they have to be genuine. It's not just saying it to be saying it. It's actually taking the time to find something about that person that's pleasing, that will be a word of affirmation to them, not knowing whether that's their love language or not. But that becomes the way for negotiation. Most people don't care what you know until they know that you care. And that is in business as well. And if you think in conversations, even in negotiating or brokering, what movie to go to as an adult, there may be 3 people and someone is seen an ad or commercial for something. Somebody else has heard the title and heard bad things about it, and then you are pretty neutral. So talking out those things, and asking about the positive things, that has been in me. And it's easy then to find the skills, because I'm always looking for what is that thing you do well, or what's that thing that you do different, because it is that it factor, right? It is the USP then too, your unique selling proposition. That is what's going to put the special sauce in your business. If 35 people are copywriters, it's going to be that special thing about you that makes your business different. And so bringing that out in other people then gives them that way to have that twist to say, yes, I am unique, or I may be different, but that's what's going to set me apart in my industry.
And how do you work with your clients? Like, what type of services do you do? What is it that people can come to you for?
Thank you so much. I am right now a clarity coach in a lot of capacities, visionary strategy sessions in actually pulling out the things that you want to do and asking those hard questions, in that being the voice for those that don't have one. Sometimes I've identified you in an audience somewhere, on an audio app or on social media, and I see that it factor, and so I want to make sure that I bring it to your attention and that I gratify that. Usually then people ask me more questions about that because they want to know more about themselves. So I then have the opportunity to have that initial conversation, and then it is, how do we take that? If you haven't gotten to the point that you want to be at financially in your business, how do we take that and then turn that into a solution for somebody else's problem. So the clarity coaching, consulting, bringing out that thing or creating that solution for someone. I'm also, as you mentioned about being a broker, I'm a virtual resource broker for resources and relationships. So if you have a need for a graphic artist or you are looking for speaking engagements or a venue, then I am the person that you come to, and then I've already vetted the resources, the software. I've either used them or I have gotten good feedback from others that have used it or them, and so then I can make those referrals, whether it's the resources or the relationships. And then I also help people get in front of their ideal audience, increase their book of business, or generate just an additional stream of revenue. So making sure that I'm just fitting into the places, into the gaps, to take what you already have and to make that better and make it do what you want it to do.
That is incredible. That is incredible. So as we begin to really wind down our time, you know, the time of the conversation with Stevie goes very quickly. I have a fill-in-the-blank question that I ask everybody here, and it definitely goes like this. So the question is, Dr. Stevie, we cannot leave the conversation today without everybody knowing, and then you fill in the blank.
With everybody knowing that they have something within them that makes them special, and if they are starting a business or already have a business, then the idea is to take that something that is your passion, that is probably your purpose, and to find a way to turn that into profits. And so I'd love to help anybody that is still struggling in that area or wants to enhance that area by connecting with them. And I consider my unique thing partially because I am the operator, but I'm not just the operator. I'm the operator with an 8 replacing the A, and that is because I want to be the new beginnings for people in their business and even in their relationships. So that is what I'd say, Dr. Stevie.
Perfect. And that leads us into the question of, tell us your contact information, please.
Sure. So with that being said, the operator, THEOPER, the number 8, TOR, on most platforms that are out there. That is everywhere from my website, it's theoperator.com, to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Clubhouse, and LinkedIn. A couple other areas, but they aren't as well known. But that's where you can find me, the operator, on any of those platforms. And hopefully you'll allow me to connect you to one of the resources or relationships.
Awesome. And speaking of social audio, I know that you and I connected over social audio. Tell me about which one is your favorite and why do you believe people need to do more audio instead of video? Or do you believe that?
I do, honestly. I prefer at this time, right? I have a passion for Clubhouse. It came out. It was an opportunity to get in on the ground, like when it's private, it's not public, and you get to really get a feel for the people, who they are authentically, what they know. With the socio audio apps, you have to come correct with what you're saying first, and then you find out that people then look up the social proof behind that using the other platforms. So does what you say inside of a room match what is going on in the rest of your public life? And it is an opportunity to be in a university for free, getting the information that you want. And then also, I believe in listening to what people have to say. And if you don't have the distractions of seeing and looking and judging clothing or hair or size, it's a whole lot easier to focus in on the words that are being said and establish whether those words are for you or not.
I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So You all have been able to hear from the operator today. Thank you so much, operator, for coming over here to have a conversation with me. You are very much appreciated and loved and valued.
And thank you so much for the opportunity, Dr. Stevie. And I know that you have been swooning your audiences, bringing them the best talent, the experts in all of the industries. And we just appreciate your ministry because it allows all of us to show up in a different way with that it factor glowing.
Thank you. You all, please go connect, specifically on Clubhouse. That's where we get to spend a lot of time together, but on all the different platforms where you find the operator, because you will know her because she has, again, 8 in the middle where the A would be. She has replaced it with those new beginnings. So listen, y'all. This has been the conversation with Stevie. This has been super exciting to have had this conversation and to really learn more about the operator and the work that she does. I am Dr. Stevie Mills, and you can connect with me if you know how to spell my first name correctly, Stevii. Just go to workwithstevie.com. Again, workwithstevie.com. I end everything I do literally the same way by saying, make it a great day. Don't have a great day. Make it a great day. Why? Because you, and yes, you too have the power to do so. Bye for now.